in beautiful. Find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
Expecting to be, they know they had to bring in a lot of people in the transfer portal. That's what we're seeing more and more in college football. But the question for them, how quickly can they gel? This running back has proven that he can be productive, but now he's got to do it with a new offensive line, new teammates, and find how to trust them quickly and play as a unit. I'll keep you posted on how they get off to a quick start here in the first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Scarlet Knights will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, running back gets to give. Swapped immediately.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Dixon. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, and I think the comeback route when you run it against man is so hard to defend because I'm that DB. I'm thinking, I can't get beat deep. I can't get beat deep. And then all of a sudden, he slams on the brakes and comes back to the football. Really hard route to defend.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. But he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Dukes! He got a step and just dusted the field. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Williams. Look out. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Williams looking for a man. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Between the hashes, it's Keller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Dukes looking to convert on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And the Dukes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Turns it upfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Williams to throw. Turns up, it's Lewis. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. Running inside, it's Lewis. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Here we go, ready. Ready, go.
They're going to ride this running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
At the 41, brings up second down.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Tight end now in motion. He'll try the left side. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Newts offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Sees a crease. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting him on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
The Dukes will try to punch it in on first and goal. All over him immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, James Madison. Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Throwing, Williams. They're all over him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Lewis. Good, strong tackle.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Working the big fella downfield and outside.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Working the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Makes a catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Got it. Still on his feet at the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down, just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to... People on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Williams rushes on. Back open in the middle. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Williams will pass. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Sweet cut there. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yard.
Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 5 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Gators, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Quick give. It's Lewis.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride him again. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
A designed run for the quarterback. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here's Williams to throw. Finds his man. It's Rodriguez. And he makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Out wide right, it's Rodriguez. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Lets it fly. He'll be dropped.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rutgers. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Back to pass on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Complete on the comeback. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Defense all over it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him.
Some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stepping to the right. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking for the edge. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He'll take it himself. He breaks a tackle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Looking for running room. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
And the Dukes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? From the gun, he'll try to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Williams escapes the pressure going right. What an abject disaster by this guy, running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Second and long here. They give it back to him. Down he goes.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! He got it back corner of the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
14.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. On the ground, it's Lewis. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. There he goes. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Got some green grass. Here's a little room there. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They think there's room to run to the right here.